So, hello, it's time for Black Clover 360, baby. Where we have, of course, Noelle fighting her MILF mama, right? Yeah. This is like, Mereoleona is my waifu, but Noelle is my best girl, of course. And we're gonna have, obviously, yeah, this is badass, man. Like, Noelle is one of the best shonen characters of all time, right? Amazing character. She's fighting her evil mom, Ashi, right? Which, of course, is also the trainer of Mereoleona, the best waifu in the anime, right? And I think about the relationship, and they aren't actually related, right? Noelle and Mereoleona. I was thinking about that, and I don't think they're blood related, right? I could be wrong, but it's like Asir's, she's the sister of Mimosa's mom, right? So Noelle and Mimosa are cousins, right? Because, you know. And then Mereoleona is also cousin to Mimosa, right? Because that's her father's, her father's brother's daughter, right? So Mereoleona and Mimosa are cousins. Mereoleona could be an older cousin, right? But I don't actually think that, even though she's like, Oneer-san, Oba-san, Mereoleona, right? But they aren't actually related, right? Because it's like, they're related only by marriage, yeah. Because, like I said, it is Noelle's mother's sister is married to Mereoleona's father's brother, right? So they aren't actually related to each other. No, I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they're both cousins to Mimosa. Yeah, Mimosa has. That's kind of how they're related, right? Yeah, Mimosa's mom is also Vermilion. That's kind of coming into. It is very. Cause think about, are they actually related? I don't think so, right? But yeah, so Asir wasn't actually blood related to Mereoleona, right? I don't think so. She's like Mereoleona's Oba-san, yeah, but not actually by blood, right? Like her father's sister-in-law, her father's brother's sister. Yeah, like God, it's confusing. Anyway, let's do the chapter. But I'm like, how are they related actually? Yeah, I don't think they actually are right now. But she was, of course, a trainer of Mereoleona because they are like basically her in her bigger family, her Basan. Yeah. Here we go. Come with me, Noelle. There's my lad, mother. Yeah, immediately it's like, let's fight, honey. I'll kick your ass, mom. Yeah. And then we see someone else. Oh, it's Juno. He's still fighting. Evil guy. Yeah, he's still fighting, of course. The leader with his, time thing and so on. His star and wind magic. Possesses mobility and foresight and speed. Okay, Juno comes back behind him. I guess he keeps teleporting with his stars, right? Lucius blocks it though, easily. Blocks his sword. Hits it back. This is the end, boy. With his attack, I take control of your soul. Okay, here goes his soul magic. Oh, here is a new magic. Spirit of Notice. Okay, it's like a shield. Okay, Juno's bringing out a shield ability we haven't seen before, like a wind shield. A shield of wind that blocks back. Okay, so it reflects attacks. Yeah, it reflects practice or whatever. I guess he could block his soul grab. I don't know if it hurts him back though. Just to feel like that he's gonna take damage from being like someone blocks his soul attack to himself on that. Like when he cuts him, he's getting faster. I can't last much longer though. Yeah, it's gonna. How strange. Even if he puts his whole life into training, out of all my vision, the world where Juno was his most powerful was the one where he... interesting. So he has this other alternative vision here. He's like, in my vision, Juno should be the strongest where he was born as the prince and grew up as the royal... But that doesn't make no sense though. Lucius is like, oh, but in alternate reality where never met Asta and so on, right? Obviously that's the difference, right? He never met Asta, so he never had bro. He never had this rivalry with Asta, right? If he only grew up, as a prince, right? That's one massive difference, of course. But I think more so, not only with Asta, of course, his personality different then, but also thanks to Asta and the whole growing up as a poor guy, right? He also gets his wind spirit, right? So isn't that a big difference? If he grows up in Spade Kingdom, he's only gonna mostly have Star Magic, right? He's mostly gonna be a master of Star Magic instead of being a master of Wind Magic. But I guess he has both then, right? Because of his whole like bloodline and so on. But still, in this, he doesn't get his Wind Spirit then if he doesn't grow up and meets Asta and then to go on that adventure. So that's a little weird. Why would be the strong? But I guess in the other universe he would be like really good at Star Magic, I suppose. Yeah, but this I mean, he got his rivalry and he got his wind girlfriend. So come on. Oh yeah, Noelle, finally back to Noelle, it's your ass. No, but I just remember how, I mean, last chapter it was like, you know, Noelle's oppa exploded, right? Yeah, Noelle's titties was like exploding on the screen, right? But we gotta remember how Tabata Sansa, he loves to draw Noelle's ass, right? And he has the leg covering her butt. Then we see it again, yeah, she's flying this weird angle and her leg is covering her ass. It's like, she looks like she has no pants on again, right? Yeah, I remember now that every Valkyrie, and I guess the dragon armor, has no pantsu, yeah, it's the non-pantsu armor, yeah, that's true. There is no future where she will become this strong. And then because Mereoleona, of course, she's still fighting the dangerous woman. He's like, that woman over there is dangerous. That's good. He's like the very, very dangerous woman, Mereoleona. She should die by Morris, but these guys are all dying for her though, yeah. Yeah, Fugo should have died earlier. So Asta is the big difference, I guess, right? How is Fugo alive? Yeah, those Magic should already be dead so they can't take the damage from Mereoleona. I guess he can't never... Yeah, he believes in Asta, right? That was frustrating me. I cannot see his future, I guess. No, he can't see this future, generally speaking. Yeah, he can't see this universe future. But some stupid Asta part, probably. Then he cuts him though. He cuts Lucius though. He gonna beats him? He wins? I don't know. He cuts him, but I just think that they won't kill him at all, right? Oh, it's a break again. God damn it. Okay, the chapter interesting. It's mostly about Lucius. That he can't see the future. That he's losing his composure because he can't see the future anymore. He gets cut, right? Yeah, he's getting all frustrated. He can't see the future and he can't see the reality or whatever, right? It's interesting that he's just like, I can kind of guess the future with my time magic or whatever, right? But this, I can't see this reality's future, so he's losing his confidence. But I don't think it dies from this. It obviously be too easy if you just dies from you cutting him. But also we have to remember that his powers, right? That he's combined his siblings' powers. So they got, you know, they're all super immortal, right? They got the blood power, the bone power, the flesh power, you know. The whole family here, and he got the soul, right? The whole, you know, the spade evil guys, the whole thing is that they have super hard bodies to kill, right? So even though this chapter ends with Union like, I will win, and he cuts him, I mean, I don't know, what do you guys leave a comment below, but I just feel like Lucius dying, to me, it seems unbelievably unlikely, right? Not only because we haven't seen Asta yet and so on, obviously, I mean, from a natural standpoint, we haven't seen Asta yet. But even with Asta there, because it's just like, nah, man, this guy's gonna have so much healing powers, right? That was the whole concept of the Spade guys. Like I said, their whole family have so much, you know, life regen powers, right? They can always regrow body parts or bone or whatever. The whole thing was that they always got power. They, you know, their life got up again. So I doubt it. But yeah, let's review it. I mean, so his second strongest form of union would be if he never met Asta and so on. But I guess that meant, like I said, he's very star power probably. If he grew up with his parents, he was like super starry. They would teach him, you know, how to control the, you know, moon, sun power up into the whole family thing. And I guess so, but it sounds like he's way weaker in a wind magic state in that universe, in that reality. I do have to say a little bit, I wanted more of Noelle, right? Yeah, it wasn't that much of Noelle and Mom. It was like, it started with Noelle versus Mom, and then we saw Noelle's ass, which was nice. I mean, classic Tabata is like, oh yeah, we're gonna show the Noelle buttocks here. Yeah, good. But yeah, I'm honestly disappointed a little bit, right? I thought it was gonna be more on Noelle chapter, of course. She, you know, last chapter she powered up, and yeah, again, it started her attacking her mom, and like, and they're like, yeah, let's fight, honey. Oh, I will fight you, Mom. Yeah, it started with them screaming at each other, so then they went into Juno instead. But it does feel like Juno actually is gonna lose now after this chapter. Like, he doesn't have much mana left, right? He's running out of magic power. So this is probably the last thing Juno does. Cut him here. I think Juno's gonna lose probably next chapter. Mereoleona hasn't won yet, whatever, but she's probably beating Morris soon, right? But yeah, it's like, it's all about I can't see the future. We do see, of course, Asta popping up there classically, but... And then Lucy's all afraid, right? Yeah, but I guess this could be a weakness for him. You know, one thing that I think is a general weakness that I'm gonna see here, right? Lucius, again, he's losing his composure, right? I can't read the future. I think a general issue for Lucius is that he can't see Asta's future, right? Because Asta, of course, he's like, you know, anti-magic, right? He's a void guy, right? So Lucius can kind of see people's future and read the future and prophecy, whatever, right? With his time power, but he can't see Asta's future because Asta, of course, is again the void magic guy. So you can't read Asta's future. That's probably actually his weakness, right? He can't read the Uno future, but it's probably because this Uno is so connected to Asta that he can't see this guy's future either, because Asta's interference with the timeline or whatever means he can't read the future, right? That's probably it, I think, right? Is that you can't read Asta's future because Asta has no mana, right? That's probably the issue for him. It reminds me, for example, of spoiler here then for Torgal. So he's Torgal spoiler. Okay, we're Torgal, a Belgian comic I talked about on videos. Torgal, which I call like the European Berserk or whatever. In Torgal, you can't read his future either because he goes up in the Viking world, right, in Scandinavia and so on. But Torgal's he has those weird spirit power. He's actually from the stars or whatever. So he's not like written down in the the Nordstenarna, the Nord threads and so on. So the Gals or whatever, right, the Viking Gals or whatever, Odin and so on, they can't actually look at Torgal's future, so they all hate him, right? That's why he has so much bad luck in his life, because all the gods, more or less, not all of them, but most of them want to kill Torgal, right? Because Odin with his eye and so on, they can't actually look at Torgal because he's like, oh, this guy is outside the destiny thing, he doesn't have the normal powers that the normal human has, he's unlinked or something. So yeah, they can't like figure him out. And then eventually Torgal actually links himself into basically fate or whatever, because he doesn't want the guys to hate him anymore, and then he loses his memory. He's like a new person. So spoiler, but yeah, he figured out that some of the good guys tells him that they all hate you because they can't see your future and you have this like void thing. You existing outside the timeline or whatever, right? That's why Odin and so on, Thor, they don't like you because they can't predict your behavior and they can't see you in the fate thread and so on. So he makes himself go into the fate, but then it becomes a new person then, right? So then he becomes basically rewritten as a person in the normal, I'll say, timeline or whatever, right? But I think it's interesting. It reminds me of that. Yeah, like Asta is probably outside the timeline. He exists as like an abomination outside, right? Probably. I think so. Anyway, guys, what do you guys think? Leave a comment below. Subscribe, like button. I'm also gonna check out the cover Mereoleona DIES episode today. If you guys are interested in a mother's revenge, right? But you guys can have a great day.